Hello, everybody. Good morning. Hope you're all doing very well today. So, something a little different for all of you this morning. So, last night, a lot of tomfoolery was popping off. All of the thirst buckets were coming out of the woodwork in the name of Foodie Beauty. First, it was Texas Beezer. He got mad at Foodie because Foodie wasn't giving him enough attention. And then Roman Noodles popped out of the woodwork and was on Monty's panel. I guess because Roman Noodles decided to challenge Monty to a fight amongst other people. As I said, the thirst buckets were coming out of the woodwork heavy last night. All of the hangers on for Miss Foodie Beauty. But before Roman Noodles came on to the panel, there was Texas Beezer. Obviously, I'm not using his handle for reasons, because this particular Beezer or ex-Beezer, you know what? I don't even know if he's a Beezer or not because he keeps flip-flopping. Nobody can tell what he's doing because one minute he's for Foodie, the next minute he's against Foodie, the next minute after that he makes a video about her, the next minute after that he deletes it. He's just always flip-flopping. You can't tell what side of the fence the boy is on. Because he just can't stay on one side or the other for too terribly long. Well, he was on his channel and he did a little rant video because he went into Foodie's chat last night, I guess expecting complete support from Foodie and all the rest of the VIBs. And the live stream that Foodie did, he did not get support. A lot of the VIBs were roasting him. They were letting him have it. And for good reason, because he did some videos on Foodie and he said a lot of things. He said that he was disgusted with Foodie because of all of the drama surrounding her allegations of SA and DV and so forth. And he did that video and then he quickly dirty deleted. You know what, Texas? You're mad at the reaction community because you thought that by making a reaction video against Foodie, that we would welcome you with open arms. How is that possible? How would that even be possible, bro? We all know over here how hard you roll for Foodie and how long of a VIB you were. You know, you were happily giving her money despite all the many things you saw, the many things you heard. But you were giving her money and you were very loyal to Foodie to a fault. We knew you by name over here. And you were expecting us to just trust you right away? No, absolutely not. Because we also know in the reaction community that those that leave Foodie tend to go back. And we expected you to go back, especially considering how loyal you were to Foodie. And we weren't wrong because you went right back. But you got mad at the reaction community because you thought we were all stupid. And we're going to what? Embrace you, lift you up, promote you, boost you, whatever. No, we're going to put you on probation and we're going to see what's up with you. There are some people that are Beezers that saw the light and got away from Foodie and stayed away. And those people we tend to support more just because we see some consistency. You, sir, you flip-flop too much. And it doesn't look good when you're making videos on Foodie and then as soon as you make them, you delete them. That shows that you're not really sticking to your word. You're not really taking a stand. You're just making a video, you're ranting, and then you dirty delete a lot like Foodie Beauty. And so where's the conviction there? Where is the stance of I've changed and I got a different point of view and I'm sticking to it when you're sitting there flip-flopping and dirty deleting all over the place? But yeah, Mr. Texas Beezer did a little video last night throwing a little temper tantrum because he went into Foodie's chat and people were roasting him like a chestnut on the open fire. And so he got mad because Foodie wasn't giving him attention and he decided to do this video where he baited everybody. He was in Foodie's chat and he says, I'm going to expose the scam. I'll give you guys a little spoiler. He didn't expose anything. He didn't. There was no proof of any scam, although we don't even need proof over here. You just watch Foodie's videos and tell that there's a lot of skimming and scamming going on, a lot of grifting going on every side. And you know what? After all the crap that happened last night with Mr. Texas Beezer coming out of the woodwork trying to get his attention and Roman Noodles trying to get his attention, it's making me think. It's really making me think. Is Texas and Roman Noodles part of the scam too? Are they doing a little something for Foodie just to draw up drama and attention, to put the eyes back on her and Natter and that whole mess? It just makes you wonder. Because Roman and Texas were doing it at the same time. They're just going out of their way to make themselves known with the reactors. Is it attention for them? Is it attention for Foodie? Could be both. Don't know. But I want to play this clip from Texas Beezer because he did this last night. And y'all are probably going to be asking me right now at the screen, how come we don't see the video? That's because Texas Beezer, he's a little bee. He likes to do his little videos on his channel. And then he gives threats about privacy complaints. He's already given issues to a couple of reaction channels. You know, you want to get online, Texas, and you want to rant about Foodie or whatever. You want to put all your personal business out there, I guess, but once you put it out there, you're going to delete it. You're going to treat YouTube like your own personal counseling session or diary. Dude, this isn't your diary. If you got something to say to people and you want to keep things private, there's Discord. There's all kinds of ways you can go about it. But see, you want attention for what you're saying. You want people to feel some kind of way. So you make a video and then you delete. That's why the reaction community does not trust you. Not just because you're a hardcore Beezer, but because of the fact that you flip-flop. You are a flip-flopper. You don't stand by what you say. You know, it just looks like you're thirsty for attention, either from Foodie or the reaction channels. And when the reaction channels or Foodie don't give it to you, you throw a fit. So I'm just going to play the audio. That way Mr. Texas Beezer can't say, oh, she stole my video. I'm not showing your video, Texas. I'm just playing the audio because I got a lot to say on the audio. So let's get to with this thing, shall we? Hold on. Oops, sorry. Pushing the wrong button.
They're paying her money. It's a scam. It's a complete lie. All of it is a lie. I'm going to expose some stuff tonight that I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't go there, but I will. You're just bringing her more attention.
Like I said, I'm gonna give you guys the big spoiler. He didn't expose anything. The big deal, the big reveal that he was sitting there teasing everybody with and getting rude with everybody over because people were like, hey, dude, you're talking in circles. Just spill it. Just spill it. The big deal was him showing messages on his phone. But the big idiot, while he was in Foodie's stream, getting mad because Foodie wasn't giving him attention and because the other VIPs were grilling him like a grilled cheese sandwich, because he basically sounded the alarm to Foodie and said, I'm going to expose the scam. She went directly to her phone and she deleted everything. And I don't know if that's possible because it was on a messenger service. When he went to do this big reveal, he couldn't see the messages. So you're a moron, Texas, because you sounded the alarm before you did your video. You weren't even smart enough to take screenshots beforehand. You know how Foodie plays the game. You know. You've been a Beezer for how long? You know about her dirty deleting ways. You should have prepared. Mr. I got something to say, I got something to show. You should have prepared. But no, you were so thirsty to get Foodie's attention. You sounded the alarm and you told her what you were going to do before you did it. So she stopped you. So this whole big to-do that you did last night, you revealed nothing. And everything you had to say was stuff that we reaction channels already knew. Okay? So this whole live stream about I'm gonna expose everything, man. I'm gonna expose the scam. You didn't expose shit. You didn't. Nothing. Although you did expose some things about your behaviors around Foodie that I found kind of creepy. So let's keep going.
Thank you, Sophia. I just wanted you guys to be like on the same page as like as me of the people that you're supporting. And I owe Kaya a huge apology. I owe her a huge apology, and the reason that I got her video taken down successfully, by the way.
Don't sound so smug about that. Another thing, I saw in chat that you were saying that you were actually telling people that you've been busy shutting down the reaction channels. Really now? You shut down the reaction channels. You got people's channels taken away. Where? I'd like to know where. I'd like to know who. Because word travels fast over here in the reaction community. If somebody gets their channel shut down. If a channel gets shut down within seconds, it gets reported on Twitter. It gets passed around. I haven't heard about you shutting down a reaction channel. You might have gotten a video taken down for privacy, but that's a video. That's not an entire channel, moron. You haven't shut down any reaction channels. None. And you shouldn't have come after Kai in the first place. I saw you in the VIB chat for Foodie's chat last night, fool. Saw you there. You over there talking about, oh, the reaction community, they were nastier to me than you've ever been, Foodie. They were nasty to me. Kaya welcomed you in her chat. And she told everybody not to gang up on you, everything, just to give you a chance, because that's, you know, that's how Kaya does her chat. She lets people from different communities come in. She gives them a chance. You came into her chat, bro, and you tried to take it over. You were trying to tell her what to do on her own channel. You got mad at her for not playing a video that you wanted her to play. She told you, I'll play it if I got time. You got mad and blew up because she wasn't doing what you wanted her to do. You try to go on somebody else's channel and boss that person around. No, you don't do that. You are a viewer. You are not the content creator. You have no right to tell someone what to do with their content. You want to, you know, get content played, do it on your own channel. Make some videos, leave them up. Do some live streams of your own, leave them up. But don't get mad about a channel telling you, no, I can't play your video right now. I've got other things scheduled. I'm doing other things. So as far as Kaya, she wasn't nasty to you, but you were being bossy to her. And she put you in your place, as you should have been. You need to know your place. When you come in as a viewer, you are a viewer. You should behave. You want to give orders, do it on your own channel. But as far as the reaction community, you're a VI Beezer. You're very loyal. You're hardcore. We know that. We've been known about that. You said yourself that you've been with her for a long time. We're not going to trust you, especially since you flip-flop and you make videos and you dirty delete. That shows you lack conviction. 1 minute saying, oh, I don't back up Foodie. It's disgusting. She's making all these allegations that are not true, and I'm not going to stand by that. And the next minute you're in her chat saying, oh, I'm okay with you because your relationship is out in the open. So you're okay with these allegations that have been made that are obviously false, but never mind that. I'll come right back because, oh, you're talking about your relationship openly now. Dude, you're a flip-flopper. Nobody respects a flip-flopper. That shows lack of conviction, and it shows that you're not honest. Nobody trusts a dishonest person. You're clout chasing. You're just a big old thirst bucket right now. Yeah, you are. I said it. You are. And clout chasing thirst buckets cannot be trusted because they're all out for something, some gain of some kind. And obviously you are, because you just can't decide which side of the fence you're going to be on at any given time. I guess whichever side where the grass seems a little bit greener than the other. Here's a little nugget of advice. If you're looking for a pasture, or if you're looking for a side where the grass is green, get a rake, get some grass seed, and grow your own freaking grass. Stop hopping to a side where somebody else is growing grass. You understand? Grow your own on your own channel. Make videos and leave them up. Stop deleting them. Stop looking for somebody else's clout. Make your own. Anyway, let's go.
It's because I was not, I guess, in my right mind about who was doing all the doxing and who was doing all the horrible shit that was being done to me. So I saw her commenting on videos. I saw her commenting on videos that
By the way, Texas, somebody commenting on videos is not doxing. Somebody commenting on videos is them just leaving a comment. But that's not proof of doxing. And if your stupid idiot self had spent just more than 5 minutes in Kaya's chat, then you would know something about Kaya. You would know that she's not about that doxing life. Anybody that's been to Kaya's channel, been part of her chats, knows she's not about that doxing life. And that means everybody. Meaning that she doesn't let anybody get doxed for any reason, whether it's a VIB or non-VIB. She's not about that doxing life. But you're sitting there pointing your finger at Kaya. Oh, you're the one that did it. You doxed me. No, fool. No. Anybody that knows Foodie the way that you claim to know Foodie, you would know that she is about that doxing life. And Natter is about that doxing life. Yeah. She's doxed people in her live streams. Why wouldn't your mind automatically go there? Why wouldn't you figure in that the queen that you've been serving, that you've been giving money to, that once you say, I'm taking the money away, I no longer give support, you know she's vindictive. She's mean. Something about an Aries, she says. Why wouldn't you figure it came from her? Why are you going to point your finger at the reaction community unless there's a part of you still loyal to her and you want to go back at some point? No, you're going to paint the reaction community as the bad guys. Oh, they doxed me. Nope, nope, nope. It came from Foodie's end. She's the only one that had your information, bro. We didn't have it. We don't have your information. We're not about that doxing life. Foodie is, though. So you pointed a finger in the wrong direction. And if you're apologizing to Kaya and it's sincere, good. You should apologize to her. You should. And while you're on the apology train, why don't you apologize to Mrs. Fields and her kids? Because you went after Mrs. Fields and her children. Dude, you know that unspoken rule, right? When it comes to the internet, when it comes to YouTube, children off limits. Children off limits. You went after Mrs. Fields and her kids because you rolled so hard for Foodie. You shouldn't have done that either. Going after different reaction channels for what? You know, you can't make up your mind whether you want the reaction community to embrace you or you want to be against them and just file privacy complaints. That's why we don't trust you.
You know, we're saying like, oh, he's back, and I have not been back until tonight. I came back tonight. I came back tonight because, and I said this in the chat. You can pull up Chantal's chat and view it. I appreciated the fact that she was open and honest about her matter instead of lying about it, and that is why I came back. For me,
so what happened about you making that video saying, oh, you know, her alleging that the essay and then saying she exaggerated the truth was disgusting? What happened to that, Texas? So you can forgive her lying about something so serious, but just because she's admitting that her and Nader are a thing now, that makes it okay. You don't see how messed up that is? It's really messed up that you're supporting somebody who has come out in the open and said, I exaggerated those things that I said. And you know why she did it? She did it for profit. And I know you look at her as, oh, she's funny and this is entertainment. Excuse me. Excuse me. Somebody using the topic of essay and DV for profit, I don't consider that entertainment. I consider that disgusting and vile. People that have gone through it, people that might still be going through it. She's exploiting their pain and suffering. She's triggering people. That's not entertainment. That's purposely triggering people for profit. And you back that up. You think that's okay. Let's excuse that just because she comes out finally and says she's with Nader. Didn't you get in her chat and say, oh, never mind. You were in a video saying, oh, I'm not going to support Foodie because of her boyfriend was grilling steaks at the Night's Inn. That's horrible. That's disgusting. Yeah, you said that. You did. So supporting somebody who exaggerates toxic topics for money, that you're cool with that. As long as she admits she's got a relationship. So she's a grifter, he's a grifter. You're okay with them grifting for your entertainment. But let's trigger people while they grift. That's perfectly fine. That's cool. Yeah. You're as rotten as they are.
The viewer and has supported. The reason that I did not want to watch is because she was lying. She was lying about seeing her Nader and DB. She was lying about everything. And I moved away because I've spoken to her and I know the truth about what is actually going on. Unfortunately, what she was giving her viewers was not the truth. I moved away because she was saying to her viewers that I'm not talking to that person anymore. There's a police report. For me, I could not continue to stick around and watch that person when they're not only lying to their viewers, but also lying about fake DV and SA reports. That were made, but were quickly canceled. So I will say that the reports that she made against Nader, she did make those reports, but
I don't believe that's true. I don't. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to. This is my channel. I don't believe she did a police report, because then she showed this fake letter because she and Nutter wanted people off their back. They wanted to bring everything to a close. Again, my opinion.
Those reports that she made, she quickly canceled them. So it was out of retaliation.
Yeah, and that's another thing, Texas. So you support a person that they're so vindictive and evil that they will go to the cops just to be vindictive. You support that? You're okay with that? Somebody using the legal system to get back at somebody, to allege charges that she herself has said she exaggerated? You're okay with that? So what? The feeling, the thought is, as long as I'm being entertained by this person, it's okay. As long as I find them entertaining, what they're doing is okay. Them acting this way, using the legal system to get back at somebody just because they're bitter and hurt, that's okay. You support that type of individual, and you wonder why we don't like you.
Out of retaliation, because he does not give a fuck about her. He does not give a fuck about her, and she made those reports out of retaliation against him. And it had no, I guess, no brain power to understand what that actually does to real sexual assault victims. And I'm not even reading the chat right now because it's probably haters or whatever, for bashing me for supporting her for so long. But the reality is, I love Chantal as an entertainer. I love Chantal as an entertainer. She's very funny. She's very entertaining to watch. But I will say she actually went to an actual police station.
How do you know that? How do you know that? How can you confirm that to be actually true? See, here's what's disturbing about you, Texas. Here's what's disturbing about you. You want to be Foodie Beauty's BFF so bad you can taste it. You want to be your BFF so bad that you will go to great lengths to be your BFF. It's disturbing. It's so disturbing. You have more loyalty for her than she does for you. Yes, you've been a VIB for a long time, but just because you've been a VIB does not mean she considers you a friend. She considers no one a friend. You know what you are to her? You're just a name on a screen paying her money. That goes for you, and that goes for the rest of the VIBs. You are all her enablers. You're giving her money and you're supporting her toxic lifestyle, her lifestyle of self-harm. And yes, I will call it that because the money that she uses from you, from everybody else over there, she's using to hurt herself. By binge eating, by doing the chemicals, she's hurting herself. And she puts her self-harm on YouTube and she makes everybody watch. You're watching her demise. And you're supporting it. By giving her money, you are supporting it. You're enabling it. You're all enablers over there. You would just be channel members if she gave regular content that was not toxic, not triggering, not involving self-harm. But because her content is that toxic, because it does involve self-harm, and you're supporting that, you're all enablers. I stand by that, and I will continue to stand by that. She has a toxic lifestyle, and she expects people to pay to watch her hurt herself. And you did that for a long time. But it's your entertainment, right? You're entertained by her self-harm. You're entertained by the fact that she talks about DV and SA. You're entertained by that. And when she admits that she lied about it, that's okay, as long as she admits she has a relationship with another toxic grifter. You got weird boundaries, bro.
To report whatever behavior, that was a real thing. I think it was on live stream where she went to the police station to report that behavior. I have to say, having a conversation with her, maybe in that right way, that it's all a lie. And those original disputes that she made, whether or not they're true, I don't know. Maybe Nada did those things to her. But I can't say that those allegations have been canceled, and I can't say that those allegations are no longer valid. I think that letter she received from the Gatineau Police Department, not true. That was not a real letter, but I will say that they're all on this together. I know you guys know this. It's not breaking news. But hopefully I can shine some light onto why this is not breaking news. So you proved this video 3 months ago. So notice how in Chantal's live stream just a few minutes ago, she had to go suddenly. Like she had to go. She had to go. It's like all of a sudden I had to delete this when you server up.
Yeah, so during Chantal's last live stream, during the latter part of it, Texas Beezer, he sent a message in chat saying, I'm going to expose a scam. So Foodie was like, well, I gotta go. So maybe she went to her phone and she was deleting all the messages between herself and Texas. See, this is what I'm saying, Texas. You know, you weren't really thinking at that point, were you? You were like, I'm going to expose a scam. But you sounded the alarm. And you know how she is. You know how she is about deleting the evidence, if there is any. You know about her doing the dirty deleting all over the place. She does it all the time with her live streams. Anything that has anything in her live streams that will get her in trouble, she's going to dirty delete. We reactors know that because we deal with her all the time. But you sounded the alarm and you weren't even smart enough to take screenshots of stuff or a video of stuff before that happened. You sounded the alarm. And then you're like, well, I'm going to go to my channel and make this big expose video on Foodie Beauty. But you sounded the alarm. And you sat her and you rambled for the longest. You gave her plenty of time to sit there and delete on her phone. If there was anything, don't know if there was. Have no idea. But you gave her ample time to cover some stuff up. That was your mistake. And here's what I don't understand about you, Texas. You've made the last few videos on your channel where you're like, I'm making these videos for the VIPs to wake them up and to make them see the light. But as soon as you make the videos, you delete them. So are you really trying to wake up the other VIPs? Are you really trying to show them the light of who she is? How can you do that if you do a video and then as soon as it's done, you delete it? You're not giving people enough time to find it. That makes me think that you're working with Foodie to kind of promote her channel. Like you're doing some dirty work for her, bro. You're not standing by what you say. You're not sticking with it. You say what you got to say on YouTube and then you delete. So you're looking to make a difference with other VIPs, but as soon as you do your videos, they're gone. What's up with that? Things just look kind of funny on your side of the fence. You know what I mean? Looks real funny. Looks real weird.
I'll probably delete this because when I live stream, and it's not meant to be taken up. And whoever records it and puts it on a reaction channel, I will get it deleted.
Yeah, good luck with that. This is transformative. And I'm not showing your face, Texas. Yeah, I'm one step ahead of you. I'm not showing your face, bro. Not showing your video. Just playing the audio. That's it. So where's the privacy? There's none. Not even using your name, using another handle. Ha ha, bitch. Just playing the audio.
So do what you want with that. But I will say that it's all a scam. All of this is a scam. And I hope some of the most supportive people of Chantal realize that this is such a she is trying to make you believe that, you know, she's so in love and she wants to go back to a relationship that she doesn't know, but she knows. And she knows and Dee knows and Matter knows. They're all in on it together.
Yeah, I knew that. Called that ages ago. I've been saying that to everybody on my channel. They're all in cahoots together. Natter, Foodie, Pete, Dee, and it looks like maybe you and Roman Noodles too, because you're both thirst buckets, clout chasers, running around on all the reaction channels. Oh, I've got something to say. Put me up on panel. Or running to the reaction communities, being part of their audience. Yeah, you've been making the rounds, you and Roman Noodles. You just can't seem to break away from Foodie and do your own thing, which either one of you could easily do, especially Roman Noodles. Roman got a boost from Foodie. He got a bunch of subscribers on his channel. And he could have done something with that. Made his own content, whatever it is. He's still talking about Foodie. He will not get off her coattails. Keeps talking about her. And you're doing the thing of flip-flopping. One minute you hate Foodie, next minute you're entertained by her and trying to get in her chat. Bro, pick a lane and stay in it. You keep swerving all over the road. People who swerve all over the road, other people driving behind them, don't trust. If you have convictions about something, you got honest feelings about something, stick with it. Be consistent. People look for consistency because consistency leads to honesty. It shows you really feel something enough that you're going to stand behind it. You're strong in your convictions. But you are a VI Beezer. And whether you're liking Foodie in 1 minute or not liking her, you're still there with her. And you're over here saying, oh, I'm okay with you, Foodie. I'm okay with you using DV and SA for money as long as you admit to a relationship. That's messed up. That's really messed up.
And she has told me this before. I have contacted Natter Simple. I have contacted him before. And
what are you doing contacting Natter for? Seriously, like why? Why are you contacting Natter? That's just weird and creepy. Why are you reaching out to him? Now, if you want to support Foodie, okay, support Foodie. But what are you doing reaching out to Natter? Make it make sense. Like, under what pretense, under what conditions is that appropriate?
It wasn't a long conversation, but I mean, nothing juicy, nothing like tea. There's no tea from that conversation because I can't really understand them anyway. But I will show you what Chantal did to me, right? So a few weeks ago, like I'm showing the receipts. I will show them. Because Chantal and I have been in contact since, and I'll be honest about that. Natter doxed her number over a live stream, and I contacted her because, like, hey, I've been through a lot of similar shit. We're gonna get you out of this. so that you're not stuck in an abusive relationship for the rest of your life. I contacted her, I called her, and also I called her when she was in the hospital, and she confirmed that tonight in her live stream, which
So let me get this straight. Natter doxed Chantal, and you thought it was appropriate to call her? Really? You thought that was appropriate? That one person doxes another person, they put their information out there, and without asking that person who's been doxed permission, hey, is it okay if I call you? Would it be appropriate? Can I have a conversation with you? You called her without asking permission. Do you know how creepy that sounds, Texas? That sounds really freaking creepy. Really creepy. Chantal has Instagram. She has Twitter. Why didn't you contact her there? Why didn't you send a message? Maybe a DM or something saying, hey, Natter doxed your number, and I was thinking about calling you. Is it okay if I call you? Just calling somebody out of the blue, whether you're a VIB or not, is freaking creepy. It's inappropriate. You shouldn't have done that. Taking it upon yourself to call her. Creepy. Beyond creepy, bro. Creepy. It almost seems like you were taking advantage of the fact that another person was doxing another person. There are other ways to reach out to a person that don't involve getting that personal where you're calling their phone. DMs, messages, you can do it that way. You could have reached out that way first and said, Natter put your number out there, and I was thinking about talking on the phone. Is this okay? Ask a person's permission first. I guarantee you she probably wouldn't have given it to you. Even though you've been a long time Beezer, still, I seriously doubt that she would have said yes right away. But you took it upon yourself to call her. That's creepy and weird, no matter which way you look at it.
I'm very happy that she did that. The reality is, guys, I did dox her from. I did contact her from the dox.
Weirdo.
Because I've watched her for a long time, and I'm lonely, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna call the person that I love.
That's new. Weird. Oh, because I'm lonely and I care about you, even though we don't know each other and we're perfect strangers, except for the fact that I talk to you on YouTube. Because I'm lonely, then that gives me permission to contact your personal phone number and make a phone call. Weird. Weird, Texas. Weird, creepy, ew, inappropriate. Inappropriate. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Just reverse the situation. Let's just say you had a YouTube channel and you got a live chat and you're talking to people in your live chat, and then somebody doxes your number. So random viewers that you don't know, because now they know your phone number from somebody else's dox, that you start getting calls, that wouldn't creep you out, that wouldn't weird you out, that wouldn't maybe make you frightened about who had your number and where they might live. I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry that you're lonely, but loneliness doesn't give you permission to call someone out of the blue. I don't care how much you say you care about them. If you care about the person, then you should care about their privacy and violating their privacy by stepping over the line and stepping over a boundary. You're just a viewer to her. You're not a personal friend. If she wanted you to have her personal number, she would have given it to you. You said yourself, you've been a supporter since the BB days. If Chantal wanted you to have her number, she would have given it to you or offered it to you before the docs.
So we're gonna do that. Of course I did that, and I gave her great advice, and I called her when she was in the hospital. But either last week or the week before, I broke away because she was lying to her viewers. Chill out, you guys. I'm getting there.
Yeah, people in the chat were getting angry and irritated because he was in Foodie's chat before his live stream video. He was in Foodie's chat saying, I'm going to expose the scam. I'm going to drop the tea. So people came onto his channel looking for the tea. They were waiting for it. And here we are, like 10 minutes in, he ain't said nothing. He ain't revealed nothing. So people were getting irritated saying, dude, stop talking in circles and drop the tea if you got it. Don't give us a Lifetime movie story over here and talk in circles and tell us things we already know. Just get to it. So he was getting kind of pissy because people were pressing on him and saying, hey, whatever point you got to make, let's get to it right away. We ain't got all day. So he was pulling the queen bee attitude of, well, I'm going to get to it. You guys have to wait. Yeah, he was trying to draw this out as long as possible. Sounds like he has studied from Chantal's playbook of doing a live stream and keeping everybody hanging on and getting the most attention. I guess he's learned from Foodie very well that way.
I got to build up to it.
You're making your live stream sound like an action movie. I got to build up to the action. I got to build up to it. No, you don't. All you got to do is just spit it out, son. Just spit it out. Bring it. Bring it all. The people are there for a reason. And they don't have all day. If you got something to say, just spit it out. Just say it. Whatever it is you got to say, just say it. 10 minutes and nothing. Nothing. Zilch, nada. People were getting impatient with him and he just started getting pissy and pulling the queen bee attitude.
A few weeks ago, I was like, I'm out of this situation. You're lying to your viewers that pay your money, like that pay your way through life, essentially, and you're not being honest with them. Okay, I was going to spill some tea, but you guys are being really sugar, so maybe I'll just keep it. I'm trying to build up to the story.
Why do you have to build up to it? Just say it. See, here's like, well, you guys are being mean to me and you're being too impatient. So, like, maybe I should just end this live stream. Maybe I'll punish you by ending this live stream. You sound a lot like Chantal when you say that. You know that, right? Oh, because you're not letting me just sitting here and ramble all day. You wanted me to get to the point right away. That's going to make me real mad. And I'm going to punish you by not saying whatever it is I promised I would say on our live stream to get you watching my live stream in the first place.
No, I literally get up on. It doesn't matter. I have to build up to what I'm about to say.
No, you don't. Just say it.
Hanging up. Okay, I will. All right, you guys can continue supporting her. Whatever. Tomatoes. That's fantastic. I do have a lot of tea to spill, but if you guys can't like take the backstory behind it, then you don't deserve the full thing. So chill.
People don't give a crap about the backstory between you and Chantal. They don't care. They don't care how long you've been talking. They don't care how long you've been a VIB. They just want to hear the tea, bro. They want to hear the tea. You said you had tea. You were in her chat basically trying to get attention from Chantal, and she wasn't giving it to you. So you threw that out there. So people came onto your channel looking for the tea. And you're just sitting here rambling about Chantal this and Chantal that, but you're not dropping the tea.
The fuck out. So anyway, It wasn't one person's comment. It was a lot of people comment. But anyway, I'll continue. Um, a few weeks ago, I was really upset, and you guys probably saw the videos. Kind of someone's made one. A lot of the channels made one about me breaking away from the Beezer community. The reason that I did that is because I could not stand anymore her lying to the people that support her the most. You guys literally fund her entire life. You fund her. You fund her nashies. You fund her Indian food. I don't even know what it's called. Her help me out. Her Indian food that she gets. I don't even know what it's called.
Paneer.
But paneer. But you guys are unnecessarily giving your money to a human being that is using it for harm. She's using it for harm to herself and using it for harm to other people around her. She is using the money that you guys give her and the money that I gave her for a long time as a Beezer to support a lie. And she's lying to all of you guys about the relationship between her and Matter and Dee. So now I will get into what I was going to talk about.
Took you long enough.
Her and Matter and Dee are all in this together. And you guys know this already. I'm not saying any sort of breaking news. They're all in this together. And they are getting as much money as they can out of every single human being that they can to support the very unhealthy lifestyles that they continue to live. For me, I originally loved Chantal. I broke away from that. Got a lot of nasty kind of. I'm not even going to go into that, but a lot of nasty hate from a lot of people on the hater community side. And then when I come back, equal amount of hate from people like Rambo and Sofa King was very sweet to me. So I do like Sofa King, but
Sofa King is a creep. So you said you got a lot of hate from the reaction community. You didn't get hate on Kaya's channel. She just got mad at you because you came on her channel trying to tell her what to do on her channel, and she was having none of that. None of it. And as far as the other reaction channels, look, I don't follow you around, Texas. I can't say what interactions you had on every channel because I got stuff to do on my own channel, bro. I ain't got time to pocket watch you. But if you went into a reaction channel chat and people didn't trust you and they were like, what are you doing here? Can you understand why? It's because you're a flip-flopper. You're a fence straddler. You make these videos about Chantal. You made a few videos about Chantal, basically because you were mad at her, saying, I can't support her because of the allegations and their faults, and it's disgusting. But then as soon as you make them, you delete them. You don't stand by who you say you are and how you really feel, if that's how you feel. You don't like the reaction community because, for one simple reason, because as soon as you allegedly broke away, we didn't automatically embrace you. We didn't embrace you because we don't trust you. Because we know VI Beezers tend to go back to Chantal. You know, people get mad at her, then they go back, and then they leave again and go back. We know this. We know this because we've been reacting to Chantal for the longest. We know the high turnaround rate, especially the really loyal, long-standing VI Beezers, of which you are or you were. I don't know where your stance is now, but you know, you went back last night. You went back after saying you wouldn't go back. You were completely done with her. You've made videos to wake up other VIBs, but then as soon as you made those videos, they're gone. So again, over here, we're questioning, do you mean what you say? Do you really feel that way? Because you're not putting this message out there to wake up other people, and you're leaving it up to wake up as many people as possible. You're mad at the reactive community because we hold her accountable. We take that stance and we don't let up. We don't flip flop. We don't fence straddle. We are on this side, meaning the accountable side, and we stay here. We don't change our mind. We're not flaky like that. And you're mad because we're doing our thing. We're strong in our convictions and our thoughts. We stand by them. And we're going to question anybody who has a record of flip-flopping and dirty deleting with their opinions and feelings. We're not going to trust that person. We're not going to trust them. And because if we don't trust you, we're not going to embrace you. We're not going to welcome you. Not in the way that you're wanting. We're not going to give you a roll out the red carpet for you, Texas. We're going to keep our eye on you. See what you're up to. See if you're going to stand by what you feel. And if you stand by it, then we'll say, hey, I guess this person feels this way. If not, well, then you'll go back to being a Beezer. And you'll deal with Chantal the way you've been dealing with her. But we're going to see who you as a Beezer. And if you leave, we're going to put you on mental probation and keep an eye on you, get an eyeball you out the corner of our eye. And if you stay away, you stay away. If you go back, you go back. But you're mad because you were not warmly welcomed. Because I guess you weren't put up on panel. Because you weren't exalted in the chats. You're just a viewer. You're nobody to us. You're just a VI Beezer. We value our viewers. But if you're coming in as a VIB, you're not valuable to the reactive community. You're somebody on the opposite side of the fence that decided to go to the other side of the fence for whatever reason, and we're trying to determine what that reason is. Is it for clout? Is it for attention? Is it to be a mole? We don't know. So we're going to look at you out of the corner of our eye.
I will say also Miss Holly in her chats is very toxic because she acts like a Beezer, but she's actually very toxic too. So
you label anybody that speaks out against you as being a loser and being toxic. Yet you are over there, Texas, harassing Mrs. Fields and her children, as if that's appropriate, as if it's appropriate to go after mother and her children. So how toxic are you? How toxic are you? Miss Holly was just making comments. You've gone beyond that for your queen. So wouldn't that also make you toxic? Maybe more so? Yeah, it would.
Let me get into what I was actually about to say. It's all scam. They're all in this together.
You already said that.
Chantal, Nato, Dee. Chantal has basically made an agreement with Nato and Dee. Hey, you guys make your videos, talk shit about me every now and then to get people riled up, and then when I'm on my streams, I just act like a complete mess.
Well, we knew that was happening, Texas. You're not telling us anything we don't already know. Those of us that react, those of us that watch the reaction videos, live streams, we've been new. We knew that. We all know it's a scam. We all know it's for views. The drama is for views. If Chantal had a channel where she wasn't making money, I seriously doubt all this drama would be going on. You know, she has said herself outright that if she wasn't making money on YouTube, she wouldn't be on YouTube. She's on YouTube to make money. And her kind of content is toxic, and that's how she gets her money. So therefore, she has to keep the drama up. She's got to find stuff to talk about. She's got to reach for whatever it is she could find to make that happen. We've been new about that.
So I will show you. I wish I could, but unfortunately, before this live stream, all of the messages that Chantal and I have together are unfortunately no longer available.
Yeah, because you're a moron. Because if there was anything, you did not take precautions and screenshot everything before you started your stream, before you went over there throwing down the gauntlet at Chantal, saying like, I'm going to expose the tea. You gave her ample time to delete anything she had. Anything. You gave her ample time to do that. You should have taken screenshots if there was anything, made a video, and saved it before you opened your mouth. You gave her time to cover up her mess. That's your mistake. But see, your ego kind of got in the way. And yes, you do have an ego. I'm just going to say, you must have an ego because you expected to be on your channel, say the things that you said about Chantal. You wanted people to see those things. You made your live streams and you dirty deleted. And then you went back over to Chantal's chat thinking that, oh, because I dirty deleted, that means not many people saw it. Not many people remember. And they're going to welcome me like nothing ever happened. And then when you got called all the way out and people were roasting you, then you got mad because Chantal wasn't being welcoming to you and she wasn't giving you attention. You got mad at her. So you were doing the Chantal thing and being vindictive and saying, well, you know, I'm going to expose the tea. And she said, oh, yeah? And she deleted the messages, if there was any. There was nothing shown on your screen in the way of messages. Everything got deleted. But you should have prepared. You should have recorded everything before that you opened your mouth to Chantal, and you didn't. So this big expose of I'm exposing the tea was a total flop. It's a total flop. All because of your supersized ego. Thinking you were going to drop the bomb on Foodie, and she stopped you. Should have prepared.
And that is why she left her live stream so fast, I think. For some reason, all of these messages are no longer available. And the last message I sent her was on April 19th. So these are available. I did not take screenshots of the messages, but they're all here. You have to tell Chantal to make them available so that I can show you them.
As if she's going to. Oh, yeah. Chantal's just going to make those available after you going into her stream and threatening her with them. Oh, yeah, she's going to make them available. Sure, sure. Like, that's really going to happen, Texas. Really. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to reveal all the messages so he can do a tea video and get some clout. Yeah, like, that's going to happen in what universe? Come on.
I didn't screenshot them because I was a Beezer. Why would I do that? Why would I make something that I like? Why would I try to do that?
Because at that point, sir, you were in her chat and you were getting disgruntled. So before you opened your mouth, you guess you were the wheels were turning. And you were saying to yourself, well, I guess I'm not a Beezer anymore because I'm not going to get the warm reception. Before you said that final statement of, I'm going to expose the scam, you should have said, hang on, wait a minute. Let me make a quick video or take screenshots real quick because I know what she's going to do. And then after you do that, then maybe say something. But you did it in reverse. You said something to get back at her. You showed a vindictive side of yourself, much like Chantal. And so Chantal's like, oh, yeah. And she got off stream and she deleted everything. If, again, there was something. Don't know if there was. But you said what you said to get people to run to your channel to watch your stream. And then there was nothing. There was nothing to reveal.
But for some reason, those messages that we've had are gone. So what did they say? Like, what's the general point of the messages? I mean, we talked about a lot of things. She helped me a lot, and I tried to help her a lot, but also it's very.
So she helps you a lot in what way? Give details, specifics. You're not being specific. How did she help you? I can't see Chantal helping anybody. She's too selfish. How did she help you? How did she help you? And what do you mean by you helped her? I'm sorry, I've been watching her for a long time. I don't see any change in this woman. I don't see how she's improved her life at all. If anything, she's got worse. So how exactly did you help her? Do you mean financially? Yeah, of course. I can see that happening. Of course, she's going to take your money, use it for another nashi or another wheel edible. Is that what you mean? That you helped her that way? So are you admitting that you are an enabler and you gave your money to buy these things? Because it would seem so.
Clear now that what she's doing is not okay. No, the messages are not deleted. It just says just waiting for this message. This may take a while, and this only happened like the moment that I broke away from being a part of the Beezer community, right? All of those messages are gone.
So wait a minute. You said that it happened the moment you broke away from the Beezer community. Does that mean tonight or when you made those initial videos about Chantal? Can you please clarify that? Because if it was when you made those videos, that means you've known for a while that you didn't have them. If you mean tonight, well, again, this is why people were pressing you to get the tea before Chantal had a chance to do anything, and you just kept rambling about other things, fool.
There's no tea, like there's no actual receipts that I can give you. I wish that there was. That's something Chantal has to undo or unblock. I haven't talked to her recently. So I mean, those messages are gone now, and just think for a second how fast she got off that live stream. She got off of that live stream real quick.
Well, you know what? That could be for a number of reasons. It could be to delete your messages, but those of us that have been known, we know that when she gets off live stream like that, it's because she's going to go talk to Natter. And she's using that excuse now. Oh, I'm tired. And that's usually right before Natter starts his live stream because she wants to be in the chat and she wants to talk to him. So it could have been for any number of reasons why she left that fast.
Say that she's lying to the people that give her money to buy nashis and pinnier. That's something that really makes me mad. And I came back today because I was like, you know what? Fuck the hater community. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I like Chantal. She's entertaining, whatever. But it's
you don't like the hater community because we hold her accountable. And yet you made videos about Chantal to hold her accountable. So you're mad at us for doing the thing that you did in your live streams. The only difference is we're consistent with holding her accountable. You made your videos to hold her accountable and to wake up the VIBs, and then you deleted them. So big question, Texas. Do you want to hold her accountable or not? Because it would seem no. You made a few live streams that you deleted, trying to hold her accountable, to expose the truth, to wake up the VIBs, but then you got rid of them. Over here in the reactive community, we make our videos, we make our live streams, we hold her accountable. We hold her accountable for her actions and for her words. We hold her accountable for her lies. We catch her in her lies. We are consistent with that. You, not so much.
Equally as toxic. And I know I keep coming back. And hopefully she unblocks those messages. So that I can show them to you all, but I don't think that will ever happen.
No.
And I don't know how I don't know how anyone like does that from our side. I'm confused too, Callie. I'm very confused too. I want her to unblock them so I can show them.
But she never will. You had some tea, allegedly, but you effed up by letting the enemy know what you're about to do so they did a counterstrike. That was your mistake.
We got that action. Why do you think she got off live so fast? Because I was in the chat and I was like, I'm about to expose you.
Right.
Then all those messages are gone. What did the message say though? I really don't remember the extent of them, but
you don't remember. Dude, you had the messages, you don't know the context of the messages. You can't say a little bit about what you remember was said. You're being extremely vague for someone who has that tea.
I do remember that a lot of them were about not being nice to her, which we all know.
How is that tea? We already knew that. Next.
I remember, and these were from months ago. I mean, this is from like months ago, so I really don't know exactly what they said, but it's about not being nice to her. But a lot of the stuff that we talked about was over phone call. So and that's not something I recorded because I was a Beezer, right? And I was like, hey, I'm gonna listen to you and support you and do what I can. But for me, the thing that I don't like is that she's stealing money out of people when her, Dee and Nat are all in this together, and they're trying to profit off of this and making as much money as they can. She falsely accuses Steve of DB and SA. And that's why I broke away.
And then you went back. And then you went back. And then you went back. Mr. That is so gross. I can't support that. You went back. You were in her chat. You were in her chat. And you expected her to welcome you after making that live stream. You wanted people to see it. People saw it. People knew about it. And that's why when you came into her chat, they were roasting you. They were coming hard for you. You had to know that was going to happen. What exactly did you expect to happen when you got on your channel and said the things that you said about Chantal? Those who support her that saw that video before you dirty deleted, they're going to react to it. They're going to have their opinions. They're going to have their feelings. And you didn't stand still, understanding how they felt, and take it. You got mad. You blew up. You had a temper tantrum. You said that because of the SADV allegations and because Chantal's saying that oh, like I exaggerated, which is horrible, you went back. Despite knowing the things that you say you know, you went back. That doesn't look right. That really doesn't look right. It doesn't sit well with people. When you sit there and you loudly proclaim to the public that the behaviors and actions of somebody are gross and you can no longer support them, and then you go back and you hang around that person like no big deal. It is a big deal. It's a big deal when somebody uses the legal system to be vindictive and evil, Texas. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. That looks like somebody who's abusing the legal system just because they got a broken heart. That should not happen. It shouldn't happen. People get disgusted over things like that because there are actual people that have dealt with and are dealing with SA and DV that don't do that. They would never. And Chantal did. And she did what she did to be vindictive and evil, to get back at Natter, but also to make money. thousands of dollars. And this is the person that you supported. That person, that monster, you supported her. You gave her money. You watched her night after night get high on edibles and whatever else. You watched her night after night binge eat, knowing she had a problem with food. You watched her go to town on the food, hurting herself immensely, talking about all her health problems, and yet you continue to give her money. You watched her driving high, potentially hurting herself or maybe other people, because driving while intoxicated is a criminal offense. When you get on the road with a 2,000-pound vehicle beneath you, you have the potential to hurt somebody on the road. You saw her do that, and you continue to give your membership money. You're okay with that. You as a Beezer, you gave support through all of those toxic things, all those triggering things. And now because she won't give you attention, now you're going to go after her? Her not giving you attention was the straw that broke the camel's back? Really?
I know she's been doing this for a long time, and I eventually had to break away, and I came back tonight, and got fucking pissed off again. So, yeah. I do owe, like, Kaya Simmons, I don't know, an apology because she wasn't the one doxing me.
Nope.
And I never said that in my video. I never said that she was the one doxing me. I said that she.
No, you just hit her channel with a privacy complaint, had that video removed. And then you went back into Chantal's chat saying, "Hi guys, sorry I've been busy. I've been busy shutting down reaction channels." What? You shut down who? You didn't shut down nobody. You just did privacy complaints. That's it. Nobody's channel got shut down. You were bragging about something that wasn't true to make it seem like you're somebody important, that you had some kind of power. You don't. You really don't. Nobody got shut down. Nobody got a strike. So you were lying to people, much like Foodie does. You didn't shut down nobody.
Contributes to a culture that is very prone to doxing. So just to be clear, I never said Kaya doxed me. I said that she contributes to that sort of culture, but
and that's not true though. That's not true. That is not true. Dude, okay, what you just said, you said, I never said Kaya doxed me, but she contributes to that behavior. In what way? See, when you say things like that, back it up with facts. Where are the receipts? How do you know that? Anybody that goes to Kaya's channel knows she's not about that doxing life. So common sense, Texas, if she's not about that doxing life in her live streams, why would she support that kind of behavior? I've been talking to Kaya for a while. She's a great person. She would never do the doxing on her live streams or anywhere else, nor would she support somebody who does that. So you're lying again. You're still kind of pointing a finger at Kaya in a shady ass way. Cut it out. She's not about that life, bro. She's not. And neither anybody else is a reaction channel. But I'll tell you who is about that life. The people you were giving money to. Foodie. She's about that life. She is. Her and Natter. And yet those are the people that you gave money to month after month.
I mean, it's up to Chantal now to release those messages. Because she hasn't blocked me. We're not blocked, but I don't know what it.
And you know why she's not going to block you? Because she figures you're too stupid to figure out the fact that she's never going to talk to you. But she's keeping the door open, so maybe you'll come back and give her money. You haven't figured that out? She's a grifter, just like Natter. You know, and grifters never shut the door on somebody who's given them money. They will never completely shut and lock it. She could block you, but if she blocked you, that would means blocking somebody that might potentially give her money. So she's just going to keep the door open, knowing you'll probably come back. And if you pay $5 for a membership again, then that's $5 in her pocket. Chantal's stupid in a lot of ways, but not when it comes to money. She knows, keep the door open for someone who might potentially give her money again.
What it means when it says a message is, I'll tell you what this is. Waiting for this message, this may take a while. So, if you guys know what that means, let me know, because I'm not sure. Just classic BPD, get help seriously, no, it's okay. I mean, you don't know what I'm diagnosed with, but it matters, so do it. So, I'm not even going to go into that conversation because that's not important. I think the main thing right now is Chantal just being honest to her viewers, which she has been. And
she doesn't make money off of honesty. She makes money off of lies. You haven't figured that out yet? When has she ever been honest with her viewers? When? I want to know. Let me know. She doesn't make money off of honesty. She makes money by lying, Texas. She makes money by lying. All of her profit comes from lying and keeping people guessing and deception. You've known her since the BB days. You haven't figured that out? Really? You haven't? She doesn't tell the truth. She likes lying. It gives her a kick to lie to people because she thinks she's smarter than everybody else. And she hates the reaction community because we're over here catching her in her lies and exposing her lies. I'm sure she wishes that there was no reaction community to call her out on her nonsense so that she can say whatever narrative she wants and nobody would ever call her out and she can go on lying as much as she likes. But we expose her lies. We are the counterbalance to her lies. She lies. We expose her lies and put the truth out there because Chantal won't do that. She won't tell the truth. Nope. And the VI Beezers hate us because they want to be over there and be somebody. They want to feel like they're part of something. And they don't like the fact that we call them enablers, even though that's what they are. When you're supporting an addict in their addictions, you are an enabler. I don't care if you're paying them $1 or $2 or $200. You are enabling somebody's addictions and their reckless lifestyle. So we are calling things by their right names over here. And if people don't want to listen, they don't have to listen. And if they do, they do. But we give people a choice. We give them a choice between listening to a liar and hearing the truth. And you, Mr. Texas Beezer, you, sir, you can't decide whether you want to stand by who you are and your feelings and put the truth out there or remove the truth so you can continue to support the liar and the addict. Make up your mind.
That is why I came back. The reason that I came back tonight was because she was open and honest. She said, I was with Natter at the night 10. I was there. And that for me, as a viewer and as a supporter, that's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. I'm not jealous, actually. I'm gay anyway, and Natter is not even remotely attractive to me. So,
anyone who supports someone who lies about DV and SA, someone who lies about DV and SA for money, for attention, is disgusting. You're as bad as she is, Texas, for supporting that. Oh, I'm okay with you about you lying about DV and SA as long as you admit to your relationship. Do you know how fucked up that sounds? It sounds really fucked up. Extremely. I'm going to support somebody and I'm going to like somebody who lies about those things. And they do it for profit and attention. Them lying about that, them using the legal system to get back at somebody, that's perfectly fine. That's cool. As long as they are honest about their relationship, which it really isn't a relationship, okay? Let's just call it for what it is. It's not a relationship. He doesn't love her. He's using her for money. He's grifting her. She's grifting her audience. But you're okay with that. As long as she stops lying about the relationship, her doing those awful things is fine. That's messed up. Messed up.
So that makes it okay she's been lying for months about the same thing. Well, I was at Beezer for months, and I didn't really believe she was lying to me as a viewer. I was watching her because I was lonely and I don't have many friends in my real life.
Newsflash. You know what? You know what, Texas? I'm sorry that you're lonely. I'm sorry that you experience a great deal of loneliness. Loneliness sucks. Okay? And it sounds like you're so lonely that you're desperate for someone to be your friend. You're desperate for attention because you have no one else. But newsflash, Texas, she is not your friend. She's not your friend. She's nobody's friend. Look at the way she treats Pete, someone that's in her actual life that lives with her. Look at the way she treats him. Look at the way she treated Shannon. Look at the way she treats her family. Those are real people in her life. And look at how she treats those people. She treats them like trash. So what makes you think you're special? That she would look at you as a BFF? What are you expecting to happen? What? Are you expecting that one day you're going to meet up with her and you're going to go shopping and go on a dinner date? How close do you think you are to Chantal? How close do you think you're going to get? You are just a dollar sign. All the VIBs are nothing but dollar signs and people that give her attention and people that when she wants to come on YouTube and give her drama and spill her problems, you guys are her therapists, except she's not paying you, you're paying her to listen to her bullshit. You pay for that quote unquote privilege for her to expose you to whatever negativity or drama she's dreamed up that day. You are not her friend. You will never be her friend. If you're looking for a friend, might I suggest someone of quality, someone who's not toxic, someone you don't have to pay to be your friend? Just a suggestion.
So she brought me a lot of entertainment and a lot of joy. So I came back tonight after people were so nasty to me and realized that she's still lying to the people that support her the most. According to WhatsApp.
I'm curious. What joy has she brought into your life? I've been reacting to her content for the longest. And all I've seen is her turning on the camera, eating copious amounts of food, getting high as a kite. And when she gets high off the wheelchair edibles, she barely talks. And when she sits there in front of her camera, stuffing her face, doing feeder requests, not that entertaining. So where's the joy? Where's the entertainment? She's not a humorous person. She's not an entertaining, funny person. So please explain to me how she entertains you. Or are you saying that watching her hurt herself, that was your entertainment? Because that's all she's done for the past 2 years. Where's the entertainment? I don't get it. I mean, she's not a comedian. She's not George Carlin. She's not Richard Pryor. She's not a person that she's funny all the time. Her entertainment is self-harm. So was that your entertainment? Watching her hurt herself or potentially hurt somebody else when she was driving intoxicated? Was that the entertainment? Her coming on camera, showing off bruises proudly? Like, oh, look what happened to me. Was that it? Or was it her talking in detail about the supposed DV and SA and getting people so concerned and so afraid for her welfare? Was that it? I'd like to know what your entertainment was. I'd like to know where it is because I didn't see anything entertaining about Chantal. And I'm speaking that as someone that I'm not a VIB, but I've reacted to thousands of hours of her content. Where is it? I don't get it. Explain that to me.
When you recently uninstall and reinstall WhatsApp on your device, any messages you receive from people will most likely be given under waiting for this message. You have to see this is not exposing her. We all know her and them, including Pete's. You can bring hard on those that hold her accountable. I don't know if I understood that because that wasn't practical much. She did bring me joy, and she brings a lot of you joy too. And the fact that you guys lie about that, a lot of you guys that watch her are lonely, and that's okay. I watched her when I was super lonely because she's consistent. Like I felt like I had a friend that goes live every few hours, and I had someone that I felt like I could watch. But I cannot sit around and just be silent when she's sitting around lying to people that give her money. She's very entertaining, but she's a liar. And her, Nata, and Didi are all in this together.
You know, Texas, people would have given you more credit if you broke away and you stayed away. If you made videos about Chantal and you left them up, instead of dirty deleting as soon as you were done. When you do things like that, people question your credibility. They question if you're standing by what you say. When you sit there and you make the live streams and the videos that you do, and then as soon as you're done, you get rid of them, people have questions. They say, is this person really feeling this way? Or are they just ranting for the moment and they really don't feel like that? You're not a friend to her. You never were. You were just somebody whose name popped up on a screen that gave her money repeatedly for a long time. But you were never a friend to Chantal. And as far as people on her side, the VIBs, we've all been saying for the longest over here that there's a lot of people in Chantal's audience that they're broken. There's a lot of broken, lonely, messed up people in her audience. And she knows this. She knows, like attracts like. A broken, messed up person will attract broken, messed up people. Those broken, messed up people that are coming online, they're looking for somebody most like them that they can relate to, that they can talk to, because they feel like that person will understand them. So a lot of people in Chantal's audience are messed up or lonely or desperate. They've got some issues and they gravitate to Chantal. And because she knows that they're broken, she feels free to abuse them because maybe on other areas of YouTube, they would not fit in. They wouldn't feel like they're talking to somebody they can relate to. She knows that, and she's verbally abusive to her VIBs because she knows she can get away with it. She knows.
She puts on lonely people, but the line drives me nuts. Yeah. I came back today because I thought things would be different. But the second that I started to say, like, started going against people like Miss Holly that are there and act like supporters, but they're actually not.
How do you know that? You claim to be a supporter, then you made videos about Chantal, and then you came back. So how are you questioning somebody else's support when yours has been flip-floppy?
It just, I think the thing that drives me nuts is that Chantal needs a lot of help.
I will agree.
And probably all of us do for being a part of this thing. But it, there's also accountability that she needs to have by understanding and recognizing that you cannot lie to people that give you money. You cannot lie to people.
But that's all her content is. And on that note, Texas, she needs help, but she's not going to get it. She doesn't want it because she's making far too much money being a train wreck. Full stop. If Chantal were just an ordinary person living in an ordinary house on an ordinary street, if she kept a clean house, if she wasn't a train wreck, nobody would watch her because she's got nothing else but the fact that she's a train wreck. If she wasn't super morbidly obese and doing self-harm with the food, if she didn't have this toxic relationship with Natter that she monetizes for money, if she didn't talk about toxic topics, what else would there be? If you stripped all that away, what would be left? Nothing. Because she doesn't bring anything else on her channel. She doesn't bring anything of interest. She could, but she doesn't. With her, it's all about the drama and monetizing that drama as much as possible. Other people have said, do other things on your channel, Chantal. We're here for you. And despite the fact that people have said that, she continues to do the same thing over and over. And that's why her channel is tanking. Not because the reaction channel is holding her accountable, but the fact that she simply refuses to change up the content. She refuses to change the record. That's her own fault, not ours. We're just reacting to what she puts out. But as long as she continues to lie, we're going to hold her accountable, whether she likes it, you like it, or not.
That are supporting your lifestyle. That is the thing that caused me to break away.
But you went back. You went back.
Stopped going to her chat then. Well, I disabled my membership, but I came back tonight, and probably shouldn't have done
No.
that. I mean, I said it.
No, you shouldn't have, because you made this video about, oh, what she's doing, exploiting deviant SA is gross. You should have stayed away. You should have. Somebody who makes a statement like that and then they go back, you should have stayed away. But you needed that attention. You want to talk to your queen. So you had to know before you even entered that chat room, you were going to get it. And you did. And you didn't like getting it. You didn't like the backlash. For every action, there's a reaction. For every action, there's a consequence. You put something out there, people are going to react to it. They're going to have certain feelings. So before you do something, you should think about what you do before you do it and what's going to follow after that.
In the chat tonight, I was like, hey, probably shouldn't have tried to get that close to you. That was my fault.
Yeah, it was.
Because I was so lonely. I was trying to reach out to a person that I enjoyed watching and made me feel okay enough. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like, maybe that was my fault. And I did go back. I didn't expect.
In a sense, you were doing a little bit of cow tipping. Cow tipping is when you're like a reactor and you involve yourself in a story. In a subtle sense, you were doing cow tipping. You were involving yourself when you shouldn't have. As I said, if Chantal wanted you to have her phone number way before that moment where Natter doxed her, she would have given it to you. You've been supporting her since the BB days. So if she felt a certain kind of way about you and wanted to get close to you, I'm sure she would have reached out to you and given it to you. But you got her phone number, not because she gave it to you, but because somebody doxed her and you took the opportunity, you took advantage. That's creepy. That is so creepy.
Yeah. No, she doesn't owe me anything. I don't think she owes me anything at all. You know, she's a liar. She's setting her rights. Yeah. I think the thing is, I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed that people give her money and support her and like, oh, it's fun, we're beezing, but she's lying to everybody. I think that's the main thing that I don't like. Is that she's not honest, and she has been.
No, she hasn't. That's a lie. She's never been honest.
And that's why I came back tonight. But people that continue to give her money and support her, it's all a lie. Her and Nat and Dee, they're all in this together.
You've already said
They're,
that.
they're laughing at the bank from super chats and all the shit that you guys give them. So, and I wish I had more tea, but unfortunately it's all gone now.
Yeah, your big expose failed because you basically fired a warning shot and they responded before you could fire anymore.
So I don't get her money anymore. I disabled my membership a few weeks ago. And I haven't renewed it. So when it expires, I won't be back. And I know I said it before, and I said, fuck all the Beezers and fuck Chantal. But it's just, it's toxic. It's really toxic. And I just want her to get better. And a huge part of that is not lying to people that get her money.
Well, that'll never happen.
Because she lies to everybody. And I think the thing is that, like, a lot of people think it's entertainment and
well, you've said yourself that she entertained you. That was your entertainment. Watching her night after night hurt herself and tell lies, that was your entertainment.
No thanks. Not a fan. Not a fan of Amber Heard. I think she gets from this video. Good for you. Just a lot of people that I guess are lonely and they get invested in someone like Chantal who's just living her life. And you think she's being honest all the time, but she's not. It's all a lie, and I understand that, you know, you need to be private about some things. You need to be, you know, you don't have to share everything with the world, but when people genuinely care about you and people are genuinely supporting your lifestyle, it's your responsibility to be honest. So,
and that's the problem that people have with Chantal. The fact that she comes on camera and she says, I'm just showing my life. It's not her life. It's the web of lies that she's weaved over the years. That's where people have a problem. One minute she's showing us all the gory details of her quote unquote life. The next minute she's complaining and bitching and saying, I just need my privacy. Well, that's easy. Don't talk about certain things on camera and we won't know and we won't react to it. If you get on camera and you make content and you're lying, we're going to expose the lies. We're going to expose them all the way through. She's the content creator. She decides what she puts on her channel, whether it's lies or truth. Chantal has chosen lies as her content. So as long as she continues to do that, those of us that are smarter than she is will continue to expose the bullshit until she stops.
and I care about YouTube stuff. I don't. I just think it's important. People know that what she's saying to you is not true, and it's not honest. Well, I haven't exposed anything because there's nothing to expose. She did something and deleted it. So
yeah, don't you feel stupid? Yeah, you puffed your chest out. You stepped up to the plate, but you forgot to bring your bat, so you can't hit the ball. That was your dumb mistake. We've been watching Chantal for years. You know how she plays the game, and you didn't prepare. So there you are, making this live stream. You titled it, I'm going to expose the tea. I'm going to expose the scam. And then you got nothing. You got nothing. So this live stream was basically nothing but you saying what we already knew. That was basically the gist of it. I'm mad at her. I told her I was mad at her in her live stream. I threatened her with exposing a scam. She got the one up by deleting the evidence, and now I'm sitting here looking kind of stupid. That's what this is. So there you go. Well, you know what, guys? We got like 9 minutes left on this. I'm going to end this here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this React video. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and please take care. Bye-bye.